In late April 2025, the Red Sea became a flashpoint, a region already fraught with tension and strategic importance, when Houthi forces from Yemen launched an audacious attack, aiming to make a bold statement on the global stage. Their target was a U.S. aircraft carrier, a symbol of American military might. However, the missiles and drones missed their intended mark, instead striking another vessel in the vicinity. This incident highlighted the growing audacity and capabilities of the Houthis, who have been embroiled in a protracted conflict with a Saudi-led coalition for years. Their ability to launch such an attack underscores the evolving nature of asymmetric warfare in the region. The attack underscored the ever-present risks of miscalculation in a volatile region where military forces are constantly on high alert. One wrong move can escalate into a broader conflict, drawing in multiple nations. The Red Sea is not just a strategic military zone but also a vital maritime choke point. It is a crucial artery for global trade, and any disruption here can have far-reaching economic implications, affecting shipping routes and international markets. The Houthis' actions force shipping lines to reassess their risks, leading to increased costs and delays. Insurance premiums for vessels passing through the area have skyrocketed, and some shipping companies are even considering alternative routes, despite the longer journey times. The aftermath of the attack saw conflicting narratives emerge. The Houthis claimed a significant victory, asserting that they had successfully targeted the U.S. carrier. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy categorically denied any damage to its carrier, emphasizing their defensive capabilities. This incident raises critical questions about the accuracy of Houthi targeting intelligence and the potential for a wider conflict. How did the missiles miss their intended target? Was it a failure of technology, intelligence, or simply the chaos of war? It serves as a stark reminder of the fog of war where intentions can be easily misread, and actions often have unintended consequences. In such a complex environment, even a small misstep can lead to significant geopolitical ramifications. The immediate focus now is on identifying the struck vessel and assessing the extent of the damage. This will be crucial in understanding the full impact of the attack and planning the next steps in this tense and unpredictable theater of conflict. The Houthi movement, known as Ansar Allah, emerged in the 1990s in Yemen's Sada province. Initially, it was a small religious group focused on preserving the Zaidi Shia traditions and opposing the spread of Salafism. Over time, however, the movement evolved significantly. Initially a religious group, it evolved into a political and military force opposing Saudi influence and government corruption. The Houthis began to gain more followers, leveraging local grievances and dissatisfaction with the Yemeni government to bolster their ranks. The Arab Spring in 2011 weakened Yemen's government, allowing the Houthis to seize the capital, Sana'a, in 2014. This marked a significant turning point, as the group transitioned from a regional insurgency to a major political and military force within Yemen. This led to a Saudi-led military intervention in 2015, plunging Yemen into a devastating civil war. The conflict has resulted in a humanitarian crisis with millions of Yemenis facing famine and displacement. The Houthis aim to consolidate control over northern Yemen and influence the country's future. They have established their own administrative structures and continue to fight against both the Yemeni government and the Saudi-led coalition. Their actions have positioned them as a key player in regional dynamics, often aligning with Iran. This alignment has further complicated the conflict, drawing in international actors and exacerbating regional tensions. The recent attempt to strike a U.S. carrier highlights their ambition to challenge international actors. This bold move underscores the Houthis' growing capabilities and their willingness to engage in broader geopolitical conflicts. In April 2025, the Houthis announced a military operation targeting a U.S. aircraft carrier in the Red Sea. The bold claim drew international attention, but U.S. sources denied any carrier was hit. Instead, a different vessel was mistakenly struck, raising questions about Houthi targeting capabilities. The incident highlighted the complexities of fast-moving events and the potential for misinformation. Analysts focused on the trajectory of the Houthi missiles and the defensive measures employed by U.S. forces. The event underscored the Houthi intent to disrupt maritime security, despite flawed execution. The USS Harry S. Truman operated in the Red Sea amid rising tensions with the Houthis. Satellite imagery placed the carrier strategically in the region, projecting power and ensuring navigation freedom. Amid threats, the Truman took evasive maneuvers, leading to an FA-18 jet rolling off the deck. The crew escaped safely, highlighting the pressures faced by naval forces. Houthi claims of forcing the Truman northward were not confirmed by U.S. officials. The loss of the FA-18 added complexity to the Truman's deployment, prompting investigations. The carrier's mission continued under constant threat, maintaining a strong deterrent posture. The U.S. military responded to Houthi provocations with direct action and strategic reinforcement. This response was not just a show of force but a calculated move to ensure stability in a volatile region. The U.S. Navy, with its advanced fleet, played a crucial role in these operations. CENTCOM conducted over 1,000 strikes on Houthi targets to degrade their capabilities. These strikes were meticulously planned and executed to minimize collateral damage while maximizing impact on enemy infrastructure. The USS Carl Vinson and USS Milius were deployed to bolster U.S. presence in the region. Their deployment sent a clear message of deterrence to adversaries and reassurance to allies. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth emphasized the importance of navigation freedom in the Red Sea. He highlighted that the U.S. would not tolerate any attempts to disrupt maritime trade routes, which are vital for global commerce. The U.S. strategy involves coordination with regional allies and intelligence sharing. This collaboration enhances the effectiveness of operations and ensures a unified approach to common threats. The Pentagon's reinforcement aims to counter Houthi threats. These reinforcements include additional troops, advanced weaponry, and logistical support to sustain prolonged operations if necessary, and address tensions with Iran. The U.S. is keenly aware of the broader geopolitical implications and is prepared to act decisively to protect its interests and those of its allies. The military response is calibrated to manage complex challenges and ensure regional stability. This involves not only direct military action but also strategic planning and diplomatic efforts. The U.S. remains committed to maintaining a robust defensive posture against aggression. This commitment is unwavering and is backed by the full might of the U.S. military, ensuring peace and stability in international waters. The Houthi attempt to strike a U.S. carrier drew swift condemnation from the U.S. and allies. Statements emphasized regional security and freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. The reckless Houthi actions endanger shipping and risk escalating the Yemen conflict. Maritime industry stakeholders expressed concern over increased risks and potential disruptions. Calls for enhanced naval patrols and de-escalation efforts were renewed. The incident highlighted the region's volatility and potential for miscalculations. Analysts noted the unpredictability of Houthi capabilities as a source of instability. There were widespread calls for restraint and diplomatic solutions to underlying conflicts. The international community remains divided on addressing the Houthi challenge. The Houthi missile mishap illustrates the ease with which tensions can escalate. A direct hit on U.S. assets could shift policy towards more punitive action. The Houthis resolve to target international shipping tests American patience. Each attack risks provoking a response that could degrade Houthi capacity. Misinterpretation of intentions could lead to unintended escalation. Regional powers, particularly Iran, add complexity to potential escalation. Any significant escalation could draw in Iran, intensifying proxy conflicts. The ongoing Yemen conflict serves as a permissive environment for such dynamics. The Houthi attempt to strike a U.S. carrier underscores Red Sea security challenges. The incident heightened military vigilance and diplomatic concern. The U.S. response involves continued strikes and reinforced naval deployments. Military planners analyze the Houthi attack to refine defensive tactics. The FA-18 incident aboard the Truman highlights operational stresses. The situation remains fraught with uncertainty, with potential for prolonged conflict. Diplomatic efforts to de-escalate tensions and resolve the Yemen conflict are critical. The security of the Red Sea is linked to the stability of Yemen and the Middle East. Navigating these waters requires robust deterrence and diplomatic pathways to peace.